fans, stay up to date with the Springfield Drifters all season long by following your team on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Drifters B-Ball. Can't make it out to the park but don't want to miss the Drifters in action? You can also follow us on YouTube. Simply go to YouTube, search for Drifters Baseball, subscribe to the Drifters Baseball channel, and live stream every single Drifters home game.
Welcome inside Hamlin Sports Complex for the first of a three-game set between your Springfield Drifters and the Marion Berries. Drifters coming off a disappointing road trip, saw them go 1-5, where it took 1 of 3 in Walla Walla, but were swept in Ridgefield, first of which was a 15-5 loss, just kind of fell apart in the Drifters' hands. Wasn't really anybody in particular's fault. But Nolan Miller had a nice game, going 3 for 5. He hit a home run along with a double and 2 RBI. And Owen Sheen had a nice outing, going 3 strong innings. The next day on Saturday, it was in fact rained out, but on Sunday that meant we get a doubleheader. So in 2 7-inning games, the Drifters lost 3-1. It was a pitcher's duel. So, and Drew Miller had a nice start. He went three innings, striking out 4 and allowing 2 runs. And then Caden Harris and Michael Klein both had strong relief outings. Caden Harris allowing that 3rd run, and then Michael Klein with a scoreless final inning, which has become his signature this summer. He's got a 0.47 ERA, which is just absolutely incredible. And then for the second game on Sunday, the Drifters lost 3-0, again allowing just 3 runs, so it was another pitcher's duel. But 3 errors from the Drifters made it so that Jack Clee's great start, he went 3 innings, allowing just 2 hits. All 3 of those runs went unearned, so nothing was charged to him. He's also struck out 2 in that appearance, and then Sonny Pena went 3 scoreless as well. So it's been a collection of good performances for the Drifters thus far on this road trip. But coming back here to Hamlin Sports Complex, they're just making a quick pit stop at home here for the first of a 3-game set between them and the Marion Berries, before they're going to head back out on the road again to Corvallis. They're taking them on in a 3-game set, and then they'll break for the All-Star game. But definitely a lot of good performances on that road trip, even if the Drifters didn't really get the results that they wanted 100% of the time. But it's going to be a good one for you tonight. It's Tristan Ledbetter, who's got a 2.25 ERA. He's been absolutely incredible. Kicked off his summer by going 5 scoreless innings, striking out 8 in that 1-hit performance from him. And he'll be taking on the Knights starter, or the Berries starter, excuse me. Brody McMullen. McMullen, he goes to Southeastern University, but he's out of Salem, Oregon, where the Berries are headquartered. He has a 1.59 ERA thus far this summer, 5 2/3 innings. He's allowed just 1 run, so Drifters hoping to put a dent in that ERA, because those are some good stats for him. He also has a save on the year, but this is his first start of the summer. So big task for the Drifters this afternoon, but they are running out arguably their strongest lineup at the top. Top third is going to be Cooper Mullins. Of course, he's always at the top. Hunter Meyer and Nolan Miller in the 2 and 3 spots. Johnny Elliott, Evan Thomas, and Zach Story in the bulk of the order. And then Melosi Mataafa Alferos, Colton Perez, and Karsten Hansen rounding out that bottom third. And, of course, like I mentioned before, Tristan Ledbetter on the mound. And they'll be tasked with facing a Berries lineup of Sawyer Nelson up at the top, followed by Evan Berg and Hudson Flora. And then in the middle, Matthew Major, Jake Dodge, and Gavin Price. And Taryn Carlson, Kyson Barney, and Alkai Arajawayo. And, of course, Brody McMullen on the mound. So that just about does it for the pregame show. Knight Jarecki is going to be taking you through the action of this one. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes.
Leading off, playing shortstop, number 5, Sawyer Nelson. Batting second, the center fielder, number 9, Evan Berg. Batting third, the catcher, number 8, Hudson Flora. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 7, Matthew Major. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 39, Jake Dodge. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 22, Gavin Price. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 29, Taryn Carlson. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 18, Kyson Barney. Batting ninth, the third baseman, number 15, Alkai Arujo-Weao. And pitching for the Berries tonight, number 28, Brody McMillan. Fans, tonight's Dry Pro Beer Batter of the game is Marion Berries shortstop, number 5, Sawyer Nelson. If Nelson strikes out during the game, you can get nice and drifty for the following 15 minutes with half off Coors Light thanks to our friends at Dry Pro. Fans, as part of our Military Appreciation Night, we are honored to recognize today's honorary first pitch participant, Mr. David Lyon. David grew up on a dairy farm in Junction City and graduated with the class of 1973, where he excelled in both baseball and basketball. Following graduation, he proudly served our country for 4 years in the U.S. Navy, including time aboard the USS Kitty Hawk. After his military service, David went on to enjoy a successful career with Knife River before retiring. Now he enjoys his free time golfing and fishing. Tonight we thank David not only for joining us, but also for his dedicated service. Fans, please give David a hand. And now, please welcome the starting lineup for your 2026 Springfield Drifters. Leading off, from the University of Michigan, the second baseman, number 4, Cooper Mullins. Batting second, from Cal State Fullerton, the left fielder, number 25, Hunter Meyer. Batting third, from the University of Portland, the first baseman, number 22, Nolan Miller. Batting fourth, from Tulane University, the catcher, number 32, Johnny Elliott. Batting fifth, from UC Santa Barbara, the center fielder, number 23, Evan Thomas. Batting sixth, from UC Davis, the third baseman, number 12, Zach Story. Batting seventh, from the University of Oregon, the shortstop, number 17, Molosi Mata Alfa Alferos. Batting eighth, he's in the transfer portal, the designated hitter, number 28, Colton Perez. Batting ninth, from Lower Columbia College, the right fielder, number 26, Karsten Hansen. And tonight's starting pitcher for the Drifters, from Umpqua Community College, number 38, Tristan Ledbetter. Managing today's game, Drifter skipper Jeff Lyle, as assisted by pitching coach Dean Stiles and assistant coaches Jackson Bolander and Don Graziano and athletic trainer Dr. Randy Bruner. Fans, please rise if you're able and remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem by the Ferguson Sisters. Thank you. Please give a hand to the Ferguson Sisters. Now, let's go down to the field with Monty for today's K-Duck Play Ball Kid of the Game. How are we doing today, Drifters? All right.
right, we'll get there. I'm down here with my friends Tegan, Sophie, and Declan, and they've got a couple of words for us before we get this game started. Are you guys ready? Come over here, face the crowd, and let's hear what you got to say.
After a long road trip in which the Drifters saw themselves lose 5 games, the Drifters finally are back at home in friendly confines, facing off against the Marion Berries in game number 1 of this 3-game series. Hello and welcome to Hamlin Sports Complex. Knight Jarecki, happy to be with you this afternoon as the Drifters take on the Berries, who come in 12-14 on the season, 9-13 in WCL South play. Drifters now 6-18 after the long road trip to Walla Walla and Ridgefield. Just 3-12 in WCL South play, coming off that sweep against the Ridgefield Raptors, who clinched their spot in the WCL postseason this season with a first-place finish in the first half of the season. The Drifters still got 3 more games to go before they officially wrap up their first half of the season. And then starting on Friday, it's a clean slate. Despite that 6-18 record, if the Drifters, win out and win the WCL South in the second half of the season, they too could make the postseason just like Ridgefield did at the beginning of the season. So you never know where things are going to go here in the WCL. Let's go ahead and jump right into the starting lineup for the Marion Berries. Leading things off is Sawyer Nelson, one of the top players in the WCL, comes in top 15 in batting average and first in steals. He's the leadoff man for the Berries today, followed by Evan Berg, the center fielder. Hudson Flora, he is the catcher today, batting third. Matthew Major in left field, batting fourth. Jake Dodge, the former Drifter, comes back home to Hamlin Sports Complex, his second season with the Marion Berries. He gets the start at first base. Gavin Price, the right fielder, batting sixth. Taryn Carlson, the designated hitter, batting seventh. Kyson Barney, the second baseman, batting eighth. And Alkai Arushawayo is the third baseman this afternoon. On the mound for Springfield is the right-hander from Umpqua Community College, Tristan Ledbetter. He rocks and fires. His first pitch is down and away, and we get started a little bit later than scheduled at 6:36. Current temperature is 69 degrees, a beautiful day here in the South Willamette Valley. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch from Ledbetter is inside to Nelson, 2-0. So as mentioned, Nelson, top 15 of the WCL in batting average, comes in with an impressive .333 average across 19 starts, has 4 doubles, a triple, and 8 RBIs. Ledbetter's 2-0 pitch is a fastball that comes in for a strike, 2-1. Nelson heading off to Loyola Marymount, one of the top 200 draft prospects in this year's MLB draft. Dribbles one in front of the plate. Fielding it is Johnny Elliott, and he tags out Nelson for out number 1. So a unique 2 unassisted play. 1 away here in inning number 1. Defensively today for the Springfield Drifters, Hunter Meyer is out in left field. Evan Thomas in center field. Karsten Hansen out in right. At third base is Zach Story. Melosi Mataafa Alferos is the shortstop. Cooper Mullins at second base. Nolan Miller at first base. And Johnny Elliott catching behind the plate. First pitch from Ledbetter to Evan Berg is fouled away, 0-1. Berg teammates with Johnny Elliott, the catcher for the Drifters at Tulane. Both of them now playing in the Pacific Northwest in the WCL this summer. Berg, this is his 20th start of the season, a .179 average with the Berries. The 0-1 pitch to him is up and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Ledbetter gets the start for Springfield. 4th start of the season, 6th appearance overall, comes in with a 2-2 record and a 2.25 ERA. His 1-1 pitch, a little bit low, 2 balls and a strike. Ledbetter, after the first full week of action in the WCL, was named the WCL Player of the Week back on June 8th. Has been one of the best, if not the best pitcher for Springfield this season. You can make a case, Michael Klein, but maybe the best starter. This one fouled back, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mean, Klein has pretty much been unhittable since the start of June. But Ledbetter, he's been right there with him. 17 strikeouts, just 9 walks, only 5 earned runs across 20 innings. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ledbetter rocks and delivers. It's popped in the air out towards shallow right field. Given chase, and over the shoulder, Miller can't make the catch. It falls foul. To another 2-2 pitch. Ledbetter, a 4-pitch guy. Fastball, changeup, slider, and curveball.
Just wrapped up his second season at Umpqua Community College. Local kid from Douglas County. Went to Douglas High School, a 3A school out in Winston. Now playing up here in Springfield with the Drifters this summer. Berg in the box. Back right foot, right on the line. The 2-2 pitch to him. Laced to left field. It's looping foul, and it's going to go foul into the party deck area out on the left field side. So another 2-2 pitch upcoming to Evan Berg.
Foul balls are brought to you by American Family Insurance, Monica Smith Agency.
Ledbetter, again, had just wrapped up his second season at Umpqua Community College. 7 starts this past season with the Riverhawks. And has continued to find that role this summer with Springfield. 2-2 pitch from Ledbetter. Looped out towards left field, running into the alley and making the catch is Evan Thomas, 2 away. Well, I got to say, with the new outfielders joining the team right around June 15th, a lot of ground has been covered by these speedy outfielders. Hunter Meyer, Evan Thomas, Karsten Hansen, all could probably play center field. You also have Zach Day in the fold. And oh yeah, Aiden Gebhardt as well, still with the team. He's top 5 in the WCL in steals. Dribbler right back up to the mound, fielded by Ledbetter. The underhand toss to first base retires Hudson Flora, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ledbetter in the top of the first. We head to the bottom of 1, 0-0 the score here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Fans, please be aware that baseballs could fly into our stands and concourse at any time. We ask that you exercise vigilance against being hit by thrown or batted balls. Parents, please safeguard the welfare of any young children accompanying you to the game. Looking for dinner, a snack, or something sweet? Visit our concessions located behind home plate and down the first and third base lines. Plus, thanks to our partners at Northwest Natural, Ford Fleet, and Dairy Mart, check out our brand new Drifters Kids Zone along the third base side. Leading off for the Drifters, the second baseman, number 4, Cooper Mullins.
Military Appreciation Night here at Hamlin Sports Complex. The Drifters wearing their camo uniforms for the first time all season as Cooper Mullins gets in the box. The first pitch from Brody McMullen is a fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Cooper Mullins, Hunter Meyer, Nolan Miller, 1-2-3. Johnny Elliott, Evan Thomas, Zach Story, 4-5-6. Melosi Matafa Alferez, Colton Perez, and Karsten Hansen, batters 7, 8, and 9. Pitch misses the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike to Cooper Mullins, the 2025 WCL All-Star, having an All-Star caliber season as well to this point in the season. He fouls away the 1-1 pitch, and it's now 1-2. Mullins now his 18th start of the season, a .319 average with 22 hits, 2 doubles, a home run, and 12 RBIs. 1-2 pitch, fouled away by Mullins, stays alive. He's facing off against Brody McMullen, the right-hander from Southeastern University, an NAIA powerhouse out in Florida. Originally from Salem, a graduate of West Salem High School, so a local kid pitching for the local ball team. Fouled away by Mullins. Do another 1-2. So a couple of local products facing off against each other. here in inning number 1. Mullins from Eugene, a graduate of Marist High School, and McMullen, a graduate of West Salem, as mentioned. This is his first start of the season with Marion, a 1.59 ERA. His 1-2 delivery is rolled to the right side, picked up by Barney, and the sidearm throw to first base retires Mullins for out number 1. Defensively today for the Marion Berries, Matthew Major out in left field, Evan Berg in center field, Gavin Price out in right. Alkai Arujuayao is the third baseman. Sawyer Nelson is the shortstop. Kyson Barney, you heard, at second base. Jake Dodge, the former Drifter, at first base. And Hudson Flora is the catcher behind the plate. 1 out, nobody on. The first pitch to Hunter Meyer is downstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. Meyer heading into his sophomore season at Cal State Fullerton. Consistent starter for the Titans this past season. Fouls away the 1-0 pitch to him. 1-1. This is his 7th start of the season with Springfield. 5 hits, 20 at-bats. Ton of sacrifice hits as well. He's been one of the top suicide squeeze players for Springfield this season. 4 RBIs. 1-1 pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike from McMullins. So Meyer, his 7th start, gets the start out in left field. 6'1", 185 pounds. The 2-1 pitch to him. Breaking ball that drops in the zone for a strike, 2-2. So 40 starts as a true freshman. Looking to keep it going in Springfield this summer. The 2-2 pitch to him. Slices it out towards right field. Given Chase's price, he gets near the line and watches it go foul. So another 2-2 upcoming to Meyer. So as mentioned, McMullen, 4 appearances. This is his first start. A 1.59 ERA. Out of the bullpen this season. Does have 1 save to his name. Just 5 2/3 innings pitched with 3 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. So he gets his first start of the season. Hoping for a successful start after 3 starts this past spring at Southeastern. 2-2 pitch down and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Meyer. Not the biggest guy on the bump, just 5'11", 170 pounds. Takes a breath and delivers. Swing and a miss. Goes back to the breaking ball and gets Meyer swinging and missing for out number 2. These are 2 teams that have certainly struggled to hit the ball. The Berries come in with the 2nd worst batting average in the WCL at .233, while the Drifters offense just behind them. Last in the league with a .231 batting average this season. But we may see some hits. The Drifters have the 2nd worst ERA in the league, while the Berries have the 4th worst ERA. So a couple of struggling offenses as well as struggling pitching staffs looking to put it together in one consistent series. First pitch to Nolan Miller, in for a strike, 0-1. And it feels like the Drifters this season have been pretty competitive. They just haven't been able to put it together. A 1 pitch outside, 1-1. Feels like when the pitching staff is really clicking, the offense isn't. And when the offense is clicking, the pitching staff isn't. There's been a few complete games, a couple of shutouts, but not consistent. 1-1 pitch is fouled away by Miller, 1-2. So Miller in the 3-hole today, up to a .273 batting average across 18 starts. This is his 19th. 18 hits, 7 doubles, and a home run. Had his first home run as a Springfield Drifter this past weekend. And now chases the 1-2 pitch outside and goes down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for McMullen. We head to the 2nd. 0-0 the score here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
The Drifters are having 3 fireworks nights this season. 3. That's right. 3. Tickets are already going fast for our 2nd and biggest fireworks show of the year, Thursday night. First pitch is scheduled for 6:35 with fireworks to follow shortly after the game. Don't miss out on your chance to catch the best fireworks show in town as we celebrate America 250. Please note, kids ages 12 and under do not receive free admission to this event. Leading off the top of the second inning, the left fielder, number 7, Matthew Major.
Top of the second inning, Matthew Major, Jake Dodge, and Gavin Price. Batters 4, 5, and 6. The middle of the order due up for the Berries. Tristan Ledbetter, his second inning of work, starts with the pop-up behind the plate. Johnny Elliott, the catcher, tracks it down for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out to beginning inning number 2, and it brings in the former Drifter, Jake Dodge. I've mentioned it twice, now a third time. Welcome back, Jake. He came back last season and played against the Drifters with the Marion Berries. Now back with the Berries as he heads into his 5th season of collegiate baseball. After starting his career at UC Santa Barbara, went to Lynn Benton, transferred now to Metropolitan State University in Denver, and now has a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Dodge picks up his 12th hit of the season. Came in with a .212 batting average, and it's going to go up after that base hit. So it brings in another local Salem product for the Marion Berries.
The right fielder, number 22, Gavin Price.
Price from South Salem High School. Quite a few Saxons on this Marion Berries squad. First pitch from Ledbetter, in for a strike, 0-1. Price a .291 average, 15 starts. This is 16th with 16 hits, 4 doubles, and 7 RBIs. 0-1 pitch, laced out towards right center field into the alley. Tapping on second and heading to third is Dodge. He's going to get waved. Standing up second is Price. The throw comes home, and it's not going to be in time. An RBI double by Gavin Price brings in Jake Dodge, and the Berries take the lead 1-0 here in the top of the second. 102 miles per hour off the bat of Price as he was able to rope it to right. And it brings in Dodge for the opening run. So quick start to inning number 2 for the Marion Berries, and it brings up Taryn Carlson, the designated hitter. Carlson heading off to Washington State next season. Facing off against Ledbetter, the UCC product. Kicks and fires. Pitch down low, 1-0. See a comment talking about there being a team called the Dr. Stewarts. Yes, Roseburg and Tristan Ledbetter, the pitcher on the mound, was a Roseburg Dr. Stewart at one point in his career. Pitch down and away, 2-0. In fact, that was when I first met Tristan Ledbetter. It was with the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts a couple of years ago, 2 summers ago, at a tournament down in Medford. 2-0 pitch, popped in the air out towards left field. Meyer racing in, loses the hat, but finds the ball for out number 2. I just graduated from the University of Oregon, was still working for the Springfield Drifters at that point in time. While the Drifters were on the road, I started my career in radio in Roseburg, working for 1490 The Score, and before I could start full-time, they sent me down to Medford to broadcast a Legion baseball tournament. The Roseburg Dr. Stewarts were down there, and Ledbetter was one of the pitchers for the Docs that season. Ended up calling some UCC games this past season, and now getting to see Ledbetter again this summer with the Drifters. First pitch drops in for a strike to Kyson Barney, 0-1. Barney heading off to Oregon State, originally from Tennessee. So getting to start this summer, living in the Pacific Northwest. Fouls away the 0-1 pitch, and it's now 0-2. 256 average this season, his 10th start with 10 hits, 2 doubles, a home run, and 12 RBIs. 1-0 the score. The Berries with the lead with a runner at second and 2 outs. Ledbetter's 0-2. A slider fouled away. Barney stays alive. Kyson, his twin brother, also on the Marion Berries. Cale Barney, both of them heading off to Oregon State, getting to play together. 0-2 pitch outside, 1-2. And despite sharing the same last name as former Oregon State legend Darwin Barney, they are not related. They will be donning the Oregon State Beaver uniform next season. 1-2 pitch outside, 2-2. Wind picking up out towards left field. A chilly evening in Springfield compared to the last few home games. 2-2 pitch, a fastball up and inside, and the count goes full. Got some rain this past weekend, much needed out here in Oregon after a dry start to the summer. Good to get a little bit of rain and see the weather cool off a little bit as we head into July. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Ledbetter picks up his first strikeout, and he strands one at second after 2 hits and 1 run. No errors defensively for Springfield. We head to the bottom of the second, 1-0 the score here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we proudly recognize all active duty service members and military veterans in attendance. Please join us in honoring the brave men and women who served and continue to serve our nation with courage, dedication, and sacrifice. On behalf of the entire Drifters organization, we extend our deepest gratitude for your service. Thank you for protecting our freedoms and for the sacrifices made by you and your families. Please rise if you're able and join us in a round of applause for all active duty military members and veterans in attendance tonight. Thank you for your service. Leading off for the Drifters, the catcher, number 32, Johnny Elliott.
Middle of the order, due up for Springfield here in the bottom of the second inning. Johnny Elliott, Evan Thomas, and Zach Story. Berries leading 1-0 thanks to an RBI double by Gavin Price. The first pitch from Brody McMullen is a breaking ball that drops in for a strike to Johnny Elliott. 0-1. As mentioned earlier, Elliott from Tulane University started his career at USC, just wrapped up his first season in New Orleans. Swings at the 0-1 pitch and fouls it away. Falls behind 0-2. Just his 5th start of the season for Springfield, a late add to the roster. 6 hits, a double, 3 RBIs so far in the young season for Elliott. 0-2 pitch to him. Just outside, good movement. Almost a foot of break on the off-speed pitch from McMullins. Outside, 1-2. McMullins, 2 strikeouts last inning. His 1-2 pitch is lined up the middle for a base hit. First hit of the game for Springfield off the bat of Johnny Elliott. So runner at first, nobody out for Evan Thomas. Another late add right around that June 15th date. His now 7th start of the season with Springfield. 4 hits in 23 at-bats for a 174 average. But he did hit a grand slam this past week against Walla Walla for his first home run. Picked up 4 RBIs on that 1 hit. Has 5 on the season. Lengthy center fielder, 6'4", 195 pounds. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Fastball in the low outside corner, 0-1. So good pop for Thomas. I'm sure it felt good for him after a redshirt season this past spring at UC Santa Barbara. Shaking off the rust after not playing all spring. 1-0 pitch, a line drive right to short. A diving play by Sawyer Nelson. Makes the catch for out number 1. Back to first base is Elliott. 93 off the bat of Thomas, and a nice play by Sawyer at short. So it brings up Zach Story, a UC Davis Aggie at the dish. 1 out, a runner at first base in a 1-0 ball game. McMullen out of the stretch, kicks and fires. And the pitch misses, maybe above the letters. 1-0 to Story. 7th start of the season for Story as well. 3 hits in 16 at-bats for a 188 average. One of the 3 hits, extra bases, a double. McMullen's 1-0, and it's hit out towards right field on a hit-and-run play. Elliott's going to end up at third base. Stopping at first is Story. Second hit of the inning, and now runners on the corners for Springfield here in the bottom of the second. The hit-and-run paying off for Springfield as Kyson Barney took off towards second base to cover the bag, and all of a sudden Story sliced it right to where he was originally positioned. Was able to pick up the hit. So the tying run at third for Milosi Mataafa Alferos, product from the University of Oregon. First pitch to him. He fouls it away out towards the third base side, 0-1. Mataafa Alferos, his 6th start of the season. 4 hits in 23 at-bats. 1 double to his name. It came on the very first pitch he saw all season. Was able to rope a ball down the right field line. Wasted no time as he shows bunt, pulls it back, and the pitch misses outside. 1-1 to Mataafa Alferos. He was originally from Hawaii before coming to Oregon. Appeared in just 8 games off the bench as a true freshman with the Ducks. Limited action at Oregon, and now looking for a full summer of success with Springfield. 0-2, just gets a piece of it, stays alive. Make it 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, Mataafa Alferos. McMullen shakes, and now comes set. His 1-2 delivery. Down low, 2-2. Out of high school, Mataafa Alferos, the number 2 player overall, the number 2 shortstop in Hawaii by perfect game. A talented prospect. Going to get a lot more looks this next season as he rolls the ball towards the right side. Fielded at second by Barney. He flips the 2 for 1. The throw to first base, a double play. Well, the Drifters get a couple of hits, but they leave 1 stranded. No errors defensively and no runs. We head now to the third. 1-0 the score. Marion with the lead here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Marty's joined by some special guests. Marty?
How we doing, Drifters fans? That was a fun inning. How about that, huh? All right, let's try it one more time. How about that, huh? All right, we'll take it. These are my friends Beckett, Kai, Harrison, and Elijah, and they're going to be doing some old-fashioned dizzy bat. They're going to spin around for 5 seconds, race to rapid, and whoever wins is going home with some Drifters swag. I need you guys to cheer as loudly as you can. Can you do that for me? Come on, can you do that for me? All right, move down this way a little bit, guys. Are you guys ready? And 3, and 2, and 1. Start spinning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your bets and run, 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 run. All right, Rapid, who is our winner? And it looks like it's going to be Elijah. Give it up for Elijah, everybody.
Leading off, the third baseman, number 15, Alkai Arujaweo.
Alkai Arujawayao, Sawyer Nelson, and Evan Berg do up batters 9, 1, and 2 for the Marion Berries, facing off against Tristan Ledbetter, 1-0. The Berries with the lead as we begin inning number 3. Ledbetter's first pitch to Arujawayao is popped in the air out towards foul territory on the first base side, near the wall, over the shoulder. Miller makes the catch for out number 1. So just like the second inning, 1 pitch, 1 out on a pop-up in foul territory. Brings up the Dry Pro beer batter, Sawyer Nelson. Dry Pro, if it's wet, call Justin today at 541-942-9262. So Nelson in the box, grounded out to Elliott the catcher. His first time up, the first pitch outside, 1-0. A unique play in which he just dribbled it north of the mound, and rather north of the plate. And fielding it quickly was Elliott, tagged out Nelson in the box. 1-0 pitch. Sends it out towards right field, pretty deep, but back to the track and making the catch is Karsten Hansen for out number 2. 2 quick outs for Tristan Ledbetter. Good start for him here in inning number 3 after a sour inning number 2 with 2 hits and a run coming in. So here's Evan Berg, the 2-hole hitter who flew out to center field his first time up. First pitch to him, in for a strike, going 1. Mentioned it back in the first inning. Teammates with Johnny Elliott at Tulane. 12 hits this summer with the Berries, and you got to think that feels good for Berg after going 0 for 28 this spring at Tulane. Fouls away, the 0-1 pitch, and now falls behind 0-2. Primarily a pinch hitter, 27 appearances with just 3 starts, but 0 for 28, did score 4 runs and had 2 RBIs. Thankfully, did reach base safely 3 times, twice via a walk and once via a hit by pitch. 0-2 pitch, it's high, 1-2. But 12 hits this summer with the Berries, including 2 doubles. Has to feel good for the Kenner, Louisiana product. 1-2 pitch from Ledbetter, popped up in the infield on the right side. Mullins gets called off and into the grass. Montauf Alferos makes the catch for the final out. 3 up, 3 down for Tristan Ledbetter. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 the score. It's the Berries with the lead here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
From Collis McWright Wealth Management Group and Bi-Coastal Media. We hope you enjoyed the game and thank you for your support of Drifters Baseball. If you are interested in booking a party deck for your upcoming group event, learn more at our website, driftersbaseball.com. Leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Drifters, the designated hitter, number 28, Colton Perez.
1-0, Marion with the lead as we begin the bottom of the 3rd inning. Colton Perez, Karsten Hansen, and Cooper Mullins due up for the Drifters, 8, 9, and 1. First pitch from Brody McMullen, down and inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Perez, the designated hitter. Perez gets the start at DH today. Has done that a couple of times this season. Also has been a first baseman for the Drifters as well as a pitcher. A 2-way guy for Springfield this season. Pitch misses down low. 2 balls and no strikes to Perez. Comes in batting .229. 8 hits, 2 doubles, and 2 home runs. So a pitch in for a strike, 2-1. So half his hits going for extra bases. He's the only Drifter with 2+ home runs this season. 2-1 pitch. He checks his swing, and it goes into the dugout of the Berries, almost barehanded by a Berries player in the dugout. Instead, he commits the error and drops it, and everybody's giving him a hard time. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Perez. In the transfer portal from Vanguard. Whiffs at the 2-2, and McMullen has his 3rd strikeout of the game. One up, one down for Springfield in the bottom of the third, 1-0. Marion with the lead as Karsten Hansen stands in. Hansen, a slow start to his summer after he won the NWAC West Position Player of the Year award this past season at Lower Columbia. Takes the pitch outside, 1-0. He's heading off to Marshall University out in West Virginia. But playing this summer in Springfield with the Drifters. 1-0. It's above the letters, 2 balls and no strikes. He had his first hit back on the 25th against Walla Walla. Also picked up an RBI then. That's been it offensively as he bounces the ball to the right side. Picked up at second by Barney. He throws to first, and McMullen can't field it. So Hansen is going to end up at first base. We'll see if they credit it as a hit or an error with Hansen's speed. Regardless, he'll be at first base for Cooper Mullins, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out to second. And they're going to give him a hit. So Hansen has his second hit of the summer with Springfield. Runner at first. And an out here in the bottom of the third. Corner of the infield coming in. Taking off towards second is Hansen. The throw down from behind the plate, not in time. Pretty good throw from Flora. But Hansen ends up at second. So a steal for Hansen puts the tying run in scoring position for Springfield here in the bottom of the third. And who else would you want at the plate other than Cooper Mullins, who's the Drifters' career record holder for RBIs? Second on the team in ribbies this season, despite joining the team a little bit later than the start of the season. 12 RBIs this season across 17 games. The 0-1. Grounds the ball towards the right side on the carpet. Barney fields and fires to first, 2 away. So 2 ground outs to second for Mullins. Hansen advances over to third. And it brings up Hunter Meyer. Meyer 0 for 1 with a strikeout swing in his first time up against Brody McMullen. McMullen's first pitch. A little bit low, 1-0 to Meyer. Last inning, Springfield had runners on the corners. 1 out, but a double play by Melosi Matafal-Ferros. Stranded a runner at third. Meyer fouls away the 1-0 pitch, and it's now 1-1. So the tying run was left stranded at third last inning. McMullen trying to do the same here in inning number 3. Southeastern product delivers. Meyer skies it up in the infield. Calling for it is Dodge, the first baseman. He makes the catch for the final out. 1 hit, 1 runner left stranded at third. No runs and no errors. We now head to the 4th inning. 1-0 the score. It's the Berries with the lead here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Just getting started, and we have plenty of exciting events planned for the summer. Don't forget to pick up a program to check out our upcoming promotions, including Rapid's birthday party, not 1 but 2 bobblehead giveaways, and our very first ever post-game concert with Austin Gilbert of The Voice.
Do you want to bang?
What?
Do you want to bang?
Yeah!
You know you make me wanna get my checkbook and take a loan out and grow my business and come on now. Don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, come on now, come on now, come on now.
Leading off the top of the fourth inning, the catcher, number 8, Hudson Flora.
Inning number 4, Tristan Ledbetter still on the mound for the Springfield Drifters. Coming off a 1-2-3 third inning, Hudson Flora, Matthew Major, and Jake Dodge due up for the Marion Berries. First pitch from Ledbetter is down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Flora, his first time up, he grounded out to Ledbetter and starts his second at bat with now 2 pitches after grounding out on the first pitch he saw the first time up against Ledbetter. Takes the pitch outside, now 2 balls and no strikes. So Flora, a catcher for the Marion Berries. His older brother Jackson Flora, potential top 5 MLB draft pick this season. Pitch down low, 3 balls and no strikes. He just wrapped up his career at UC Santa Barbara, and well, Flora, he's going to be heading off to Santa Barbara as well, heading into his freshman season then, after being named the East Bay All-League Player of the Year. 3-0 pitch, in for a strike, 3-1. Flora's from Pleasanton, California. Now Hudson playing with the Berries this summer, a 189 average. It's now his 12th start. 3-1 pitch, misses down and away, and it's going to be a walk to Flora, the first walk issued by Tristan Ledbetter.
Now batting the left fielder, number 7, Matthew Major.
So it brings up Matthew Major, who's currently in the transfer portal after 1 season at Tulane. So him and Johnny Elliott reconnecting right now. At the plate, Major at the plate. Takes the pitch outside, 1-0 with Elliott catching. Major, this is his 24th start of the season with the Marion Berries. 21 hits, 78 at-bats, a 269 average. He's slugging .500 with 4 home runs, 2 triples, and 2 doubles. Throw back towards first base, and back there safely is Flora. Those 2 triples lead the WCL. Don't see too many triples in this league, but occasionally get them, and Major already across 23 starts, 2 of them. Throw back towards first base again, and Flora is back there safely. 1 steal this season for Hudson Flora on 1 attempt. Ledbetter out of the stretch. Delivers, down and away, back pick towards first base. The tag by Miller, not in time. 2 balls and no strikes to Matthew Major. Ledbetter's 2-0. Outside, 3 balls and no strikes. So Ledbetter struggling to find the zone to begin inning number 4. Leadoff walk to Flora and falls behind 3-0 to Major. His 3-0 pitch finds the zone, 3-1. 1-0, Marion with the lead after a RBI double by Gavin Price back in the second inning. 3-1 pitch. Down and away, back-to-back walks to begin the inning for the Berries. Brings back up Jake Dodge, who had a single his first time up. Again, started his career at UC Santa Barbara, transferred to Lynn Benton, a 2-time NWAC champion with the Roadrunners, before transferring to MSU Denver this past season. Appeared in just 17 games with the Roadrunners out at MSU Denver. I mean, that's pretty rare to go from one school that was the Roadrunners to another school that's also the Roadrunners. I think the only other school you could do that with would be Cal State Bakersfield, Division I school, MSU Denver, a Division II school. That league always surprises me. I mean, so many home runs hit in that league. It's the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, and I mean, it's to be expected. You're playing at elevation, and the ball just flies there. And Dodge, he only had 20 at-bats He had a home run in one of those 20 at-bats this past season at MSU Denver.
Baseman number 20, Jake Dodge.
So Dodge in the box. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Here in the top of the fourth inning after the mound meeting. Ledbetter gets back on the bump. Gets a swing and miss from Dodge. 0-1. Mound meetings this season are brought to you by St. Vincent de Paul. Visit both of their 2 stores in Springfield today, where you'll find out that St. Vinny's is more than just a thrift store. Ledbetter shakes and now comes set. No balls and a strike. There's a 0-1 delivery. Down and away. 1-1. So as mentioned, Dodge played with the Drifters. That was all the way back before his freshman season at UC Santa Barbara, in which he redshirted. So we got him straight out of high school, a graduate of Southridge High School up in Beaverton, Oregon. 1-1. It's fouled back. 1-2. Dodge with the Drifters, played in 20 games, had 20 hits and 72 at-bats with 6 doubles, a triple, and 7 RBIs, hitting .278 on the summer. Then went and played in the Texas Collegiate League in 2023, the Alaskan League up in Anchorage with the Glacier Pilots back in 2024. Also had some action with the Bend Elks that summer in 2024 before finding his way to his hometown Marion Berries in 2025, originally from the outskirts of Salem, before attending high school up in Beaverton. 1-2, swings and misses. Ledbetter gets the strikeout. 1 away. Second strikeout for Ledbetter. And a much-needed out after back-to-back walks began the inning. So it brings up Gavin Price, who's the reason why it's 1-0 after his RBI double back in the second inning. Has a chance for another RBI here. Hudson Flora standing at second and Matthew Major at first. First pitch, he fouls it back, 0-1. Ledbetter went with the changeup on the first pitch. Price just wrapped up his freshman season at Louisiana Monroe. A unique school to go to out of South Salem High School. The 0-1. Line drive out towards left field. Maybe moving a step is Hunter Meyer, but he catches the fire ball out in left field for out number 2.
Now batting the DH number 29, Terry Carlson.
101 miles per hour off the bat of Price. Got good contact, just right at the left fielder. So it brings up Taryn Carlson with 2 outs and 2 runners aboard, both via the walk. Carlson at the plate 0 for 1, a fly out to left field his first time up. Ledbetter's first pitch, a beautiful breaking ball that drops in for a strike, 0-1. So back-to-back batters, starting with the off-speed for Ledbetter, who again has a 4-pitch mix, a fastball, changeup, slider, and curveball. Loves the curveball to right-handers, which we saw in the first pitch. The 0-1 goes with the heater, 85 miles per hour, down low below the knees, 1-1. One to nothing, Marion with the lead. There he's coming in with the 12-14 record, as Ledbetter's 1-1 is found back, 1-2. With Springfield sitting at the bottom of the standings with a 6-18 record, final 3 games of the first half of the season. One ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Ledbetter. Curveball fouled away. Good pitch by Ledbetter. Dropped below the zone. Outside, but reaching for it and staying alive is Carlson. Ledbetter with 2 strikeouts, 1 earlier this inning to Jake Dodge. Can he get his third? He's 1-2. Fouled back. And again, Carlson stays alive. Lead batters struck out 8 batters against the Yakima Valley Pit-Bits back during the opening week here at Hamlin Sports Complex. Looking for his third is 1-2. Down low, 2-2. 4 days later, after earning the start, he came out of the bullpen and threw 3 more shutout innings against the Bellingham Bells. Also struck out 2 batters, finished the week with 10 strikeouts. So big strikeout pitcher is 2-2. He's fouled away. But just 2 so far through the first 3 2/3 innings. So 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 runners aboard and 2 outs. 2s everywhere. Pitch from Ledbetter. Swing and a miss. He gets his 3rd strikeout. And after back-to-back walks to begin the inning, a strikeout, a lineout, and another strikeout does it for the Berries. We now head to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 the score. Marion with the lead here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Now open for the Springfield Drifters 2-day all-skills baseball camp on July 14th and 15th. Open to ages 8 through 14. Campers will learn hitting, fielding, throwing, base running, and more from Drifters coaches and players. Don't miss out on this opportunity to develop your skills, have fun, and train like a drifter this summer. For more information and to register today, visit driftersbaseball.com. Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Drifters, the first baseman, number 22, Nolan Miller.
Nolan Miller, Johnny Elliott, and Evan Thomas. Batters 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Drifters as we begin the bottom of the 4th inning. 1-0 the score. It's the Marion Berries with the lead. Brody McMullen, his first pitch is up and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Miller, who struck out swinging his first time up, looking for his first base hit of the afternoon. The University of Portland product, originally from Eugene. Pitch up and away, 2 balls and no strikes to Miller. First time this season, Springfield wearing the camo baseball jerseys. Military Appreciation Night here at Hamlin Sports Complex. Veterans and active service members able to get free admission this afternoon here at Hamlin. Pitch down low, 3 balls and no strikes. McMullen, no walks so far through the first 3 frames. 3-0 pitch. Comes in for a strike. 3-1. Third season with the Drifters for Nolan Miller. Set the single season hit record last season. Watches the 3-1 come in for a strike, 3-2. A little bit quieter this season with just 18 hits across 18 starts. Looking to heat up. Payoff pitch to him. He goes down swinging. Another strikeout for McMullen. His 4th strikeout of the afternoon, and Miller is down swinging for the 2nd time today. Brings up Johnny Elliott. I gotta say, I think Tulane, with their 3rd color being the baby blue, it kind of pays off for Elliott spending this summer with Springfield. Yes, the Drifters are wearing the camo uniforms today, but traditionally you'll see them wear the Pescadores jerseys, which are kind of a baby blue wave pattern. Looked great with the batting gloves and shin shield that Elliott has. Pitch up and inside, 1 ball and no strikes to Elliott, who singled his first time up. Continues to rake at the plate. Now 7 hits and 18 at-bats. Late on the 1-0 pitch, a fastball coming in at 88 at the top of the zone. And Elliott fouls it away, keeping it up 1-1. Johnny had a 3-hit performance against Walla Walla back on the 25th. 5 days later, back at home here in Springfield. Looks at the 1-1 pitch for a strike, 1-2 as McMullen gets ahead. McMullen looking for his second strikeout. The right-hander takes a breath, rocks and delivers. A little bit low. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Elliott. Due-2 pitch. This is down and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So full count pitch upcoming to Elliott, originally from Newport Beach, California. Spent last summer in the Northwoods League with the Rochester Honkers. Payoff pitch to him. Outside, he has worked a walk. Walks by opposing pitchers this season brought to you by Goodwill. Visit any of their locations in the Springfield, Eugene area. Also want to give a special shout out to Summit Bank, Oregon's business bank, with you every step of the way. Runner at first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning, 1-0 the score. It's the Marion Berries with the lead. McMullen out of the stretch, delivers a pitch down and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Evan Thomas. Thomas lined out to short his first time up, smoked it off the bat. It was a nice diving play by Sawyer Nelson to rob him of a hit. Nelson shifted a little bit closer to second base as the shortstop. Left-handed Thomas at the dish. He takes the pitch high. 2 balls and no strikes to the lengthy center fielder. Originally from Fallbrook, California, out in the San Diego area. Impressive prep career at Fallbrook High School before heading off to UC Santa Barbara this past spring. Takes the 2-0 pitch for a strike, 2-1. Earned 10 varsity letters at Fallbrook High School. 4 in each baseball and football, plus 2 more in basketball. 2-1 pitch to him. Grounds it towards the right side. Barney Field slips there 2 for 1. The throw to first base. A double play. For the second time today, the Drifters have hit into a 4-6-3 double play. And we'll now head to the 5th inning after 1 runner reached via a walk. No hits, no runs, and no errors. Going to the 5th, 1-0 the score. The Berries with the lead here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Presented by our friends at the Springfield Utility Board. Each contestant's going to get 5 water balloons, and whoever can hit most of their balloons
moves fast. Your car, your home, your family, they're everything. At Candace Hook Insurance, we've been protecting Eugene families for nearly a decade with personalized coverage that fits your life. Auto, home, life, business, whatever you need, we're here. Because families are the backbone of our community. Get your free quote today at eugeneinsuranceagent.com or call 541-687-4800. Protecting dreams, one family at a time.
1-0 the score. The Marion Berries with the lead as we begin inning number 5. A beautiful day for baseball here in the South Willamette Valley. 67 degrees, blue skies. Doesn't get better than this. Monty Tenney, our favorite diva on the field, doing a great job with the on-field promotions, as always. So Tristan Ledbetter back on the bump. The right-hander, Roxanne fires. First pitch, a swing and a miss to Kyson Barney, 0-1. Barney, Alkai Arujawayo, and Sawyer Nelson due up. Batters 8, 9, and 1 for the Berries as they lead 1-0 thanks to that RBI double by Gavin Price back in inning number 2. Ledbetter misses up and away. Now 1 ball and 1 strike to Kyson Barney, who struck out looking his first time up. So a second look at Ledbetter. 1-1 pitch from the righty is skied up just beyond the mound. Zach Story, the shortstop, calls everyone off and makes the catch. Route number 1.
Now batting the third baseman, number 15, Alkai Arujawayo.
So it brings up Arujawayo, the third baseman. Popped up to first base his first time up. Arujawayo, a returner for the Marion Berries this summer. Looks at the first pitch, high, 1-0. Arujawayo transferred from the University of Hawaii to Yavapai College this past season. Ended up starting 39 games there at Yavapai. Fouls away the 1-0 pitch, and now 1-1, and now back with the Berries after last season appearing in 29 games, finishing with a 179 batting average. Originally from Hawaii. 1-1 pitch. A little bit low, 2 balls and a strike. Well, earlier today, the Springfield Drifters posted that we signed LeBron James. I mean, we already had LeBron, LJ Leahy, but that's been the big trend today. 2-1 pitch, down and away, 3 balls and a strike. Got the collaboration as well with the MLB Hall of Good. Shout out them, one of the best accounts out there, where they just highlight good baseball players throughout all of MLB history. But we got the collab post with them. It's kind of blowing up right now. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 3-2. Already 634 likes in about 2 hours. You can check it out. Beautiful, beautiful graphic design work by Ayla Rivera, our director of marketing, photoshopping LeBron in a Drifters uniform. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled back. Staying alive is Arujawayo. But that's kind of been the trend today because LeBron informed the Lakers that he is going to test free agency. He will not return to the Lakers next season. He is going to play another season in the NBA, which is great to hear. But he's moving on from the Lakers after 8 years. Incredible. Feels just like yesterday. He just joined the Lakers. 3-2, fouled away. Staying alive is Ledbetter. I mean, that makes me feel old. And I don't feel that old. You know, I'm only 23 years old. I didn't grow up on Coco Melon, but, you know, at last 8 years of LeBron James in my life at 23 years old. Moving on. It's like I remember him in Cleveland, and then I remember him going to Miami, and then to LA. I can't believe it's been 8 years already. 3-2 pitch. Just misses a little bit high. So a walk for Arujawayo. Ends up at first base.
Now batting our drive-through beer batter of the game.
So now the third time through the order for the Berries, with Sawyer Nelson standing in. He's 0 for 2. The ground out to the catcher, Elliott, and a fly out to right field. Ledbetter misses down low, 1-0. It's moments like today, also seeing DeAndre Jordan signing a new deal. 19 seasons in the NBA as well. It's crazy. 1-0 pitch, misses, and now taken off towards second is Arujawayo, and he gets there without a throw as Elliott bobbled it behind the plate. So runner in scoring position for Marion here in the top of the 5th inning. 1-0 they lead. Just 2 hits for the Berries, both of them coming in the second inning. 1-1. It's outside. 2 balls and a strike. So as mentioned, Nelson came in top 15 on the WCL in batting average. First in steals. 2-1. It's high. 3-1. And he's yet to reach base safely, so we've yet to see the wheels on Nelson. It just wrapped up an illustrious career at South Salem High School. 6A record holder for career home runs, steals as well. 3-1 high, and he's going to end up at first base.
Now batting the center fielder, number 9, Evan Berg.
So back-to-back walks here in the 5th inning. Back-to-back innings with back-to-back walks issued by Ledbetter, but last inning responded strong with 2 strikeouts and a line out to get out of the inning unscathed. And a little bit of a jam as well against this tough Berry squad. First pitch outside. Oh, actually called a strike. 0-1. A little bit of a late call. Nonetheless, it finds the zone, according to the home plate umpire today, in Clayton Kellogg. Jacob Fisher at first base. This one fouled away. Scratch that, had it opposite. Kellogg is at second base today with Jacob Fisher behind the plate. So no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out and 2 runners aboard. Ledbetter takes a breath and comes set. The 0-2. Line drive, right to Mullins at second. He catches it, throws to first. A double play. The Drifters turn 2 to get out of the inning unscathed. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left stranded. Halfway through this game, 1-0 the score. It's the Berries leading here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Fans, a special shout out to all of this year's Drifters Helping Kids sponsors, including Armadillo Roofing, Merrill Lynch, and Mercedes-Benz of Eugene. All kids ages 12 and under receive free general admission to Drifters home games throughout the season when accompanied by a paid adult, excluding fireworks nights. Plus, thanks to our partners at Northwest Natural, Ford Fleet, and Dairy Mart, all kids receive free access to the brand new Drifters Kids Zone along the third base side. Your attention, please. Now pitching from the Marion Berries, number 26, Marion Berries. Leading off for the Drifters, the third baseman, number 12, Zach Story.
New pitcher in the game for the Marion Berries as we begin the bottom of the 5th inning. Damian Catano on the mound. The southpaw delivers pitch down and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Zach Story, followed by Melosi Mataafa Alferos and Colton Perez. So 6, 7, 8 due up for the Drifters here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brody McMullen, his first start as a Marion Berry was a pretty good one. 4 innings pitched with 3 hits given up. No runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Gives it over to Catano. A left-hander. Delivers outside. Now 2 balls and no strikes to Story. Originally from Monrovia, California. A graduate of Arcadia High School. Just signed with St. Mary's as an incoming freshman. 2-0 pitch. It's outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Is a two-way player with the Berries. This is his 5th appearance on the mound. Also has 2 starts this season as a hitter at the plate for the Berries. 3-0 pitch. It's up and away, and it's a walk to Story to begin his outing. Canano in 4 appearances, a 13.50 ERA, allowing 10 earned runs in 6 2/3 innings, with 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. But 16 hits given up. Is that just the 3rd walk of the season issued? And now the low C Montafa Alferos will stand in after grounding out into a double play his first time up. Berries anticipating a bunt being shown, but the pitch misses down low. 1 ball and no strikes. 5 straight balls thrown by the left-hander in Catano to begin this bottom of the 5th inning. Catano's 1-0 pitch inside, and he is still yet to find the zone. So 2 balls and no strikes. Is 2-0. Also misses. 3 balls and no strikes. So 7 straight balls to begin the outing for Catano. Finished with a .55 ERA this past high school season. Finally finds the zone, 3-1. Finished with a 2-1 record at Arcadia High School. 23 strikeouts, just 5 walks. His 3-1 pitch is whiffed at 3-2 to Montafa Alferos. So after 7 straight balls to begin his outing, fires back with back-to-back strikes. Fills it up for Montafa Alferos. Payoff pitch, a bouncing ball towards the right side, fielded by Dodge. He goes to 2 and throws it into right field. Unable to make the catch was Sawyer Nelson. And so Story ends up at second base after the E3 on the fielder's choice play. So 2 on and nobody out for the Drifters here in the bottom of the 5th. Tying run in scoring position with now a pinch hitter. So Jacob Villapando is going to come in and pinch hit for Colton Perez after a strikeout swinging by Perez his first time up.
Number 9, Jacob Villapando.
Villapando, originally from Bakersfield, California. 2 seasons at Fresno City College, looking for his next destination. Now appearing for the 19th time this season for Springfield. A 182 average with 10 hits, a double, and 7 RBIs this season for Springfield. Has a chance for a ribby here. He shows bunt. Think they want him to bunt and advance the runners. Maybe that's the reasoning for the substitution. Pitch up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. The Drifters are 3rd in the WCL this season with 13 sacrifice hits. Marion actually 1st place with 19. So a couple of teams that love to play small ball. 1-0, a bunt shown to the 3rd base side. Picked up by Aruja Wayao. The throw to first base. A beautiful pick. My goodness, Kyson Barney, a nice play at first. Able to pick it on the throw from Aruja Wayao. But Villapando does his job with the sack bunt. And now 2 runners in scoring position for Springfield. Story at 3rd, Montafa Alferos at 2nd. Springfield looking to strike and even up the game with the Berries leading 1-0, a lead they've held since the 2nd. Breaking ball to Karsten Hansen begins the at-bat 0-1. Hansen 1 for 1 with a single his first time up. An infield hit towards the right side of the infield. 0-1 pitch. Hansen takes it for a strike. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. High. 1-2. Springfield last inning was able to turn a double play for the first time. We've seen 3 double plays combined for each team. Drifters have hit into 2 and now have fielded one themselves. The pitch high. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Double plays this season brought to you by Michael Barclay's Farmers Insurance. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two, specializing in home, auto, life, or commercial insurance. So when the Drifters turn to Farmers. Pitch inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. You can contact Michael Barclay today at 541-349-8960. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the payoff pitch. Low, and Hansen has a walk. 2 walks and a fielder's choice play have loaded the bases with 1 error defensively.
Number 4, Cooper Mullins.
And the bases are now loaded for Cooper Mullins. Mullins hitless, 2 ground outs to second. But again, second on the team in RBIs hit this season. First pitch to him. Bounces the ball to first base. Dodge bobbles it. And he's only going to get the out at first. And the Drifters tie the game. An RBI ground out by Cooper Mullins. Makes it 1-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Mataf Alferos heads to third. And Hansen goes from first to second. So it brings up Hunter Meyer. A strikeout and a pop-up so far. First pitch to Meyer. It's low. 1 ball and no strikes. So Meyer also hitless. A strikeout and a pop-up. But an opportunity here to turn his day around with a base hit to give Springfield the lead. High chopper to the left side, staying in fair territory. No, they're going to say that Arujawaya was left of the line. So now 1 ball and 1 strike to Meyer. Gives himself another opportunity to drive in some runs. So a brand new ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. Springfield helped out by a couple of walks and an error defensively for the Berries in this inning. 1-1 pitch is outside, 2-1. Want to give a special shout out to Northwest Natural, sponsoring our Kids Zone all season long. Kids have been taking advantage of the Kids Zone all season long, including today. I found myself over there and was already packed before the game. 2-1 pitch, in for a strike, 2-2. Sometimes you got to go test the arm and check out the pitch speed machine that we have out there. 2-2 pitch. Meyer goes down swinging. Well, the Drifters leave 2 stranded after 1 run. No hits and error defensively. It's a brand new ball game as we head to the 6th. 1-1 the score. You're on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Drifters fans, thanks for coming out to Military Appreciation Night presented by NACE. Don't forget to check out the rest of our exciting promotions lined up for this weekend, including Star Wars Night tomorrow and our fireworks extravaganza on Thursday to celebrate America 250. Don't miss out on all the fun this season. Get your tickets now at driftersbaseball.com. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Drifters, number 41, Tristan Jennings. Leading off the top of the 6th inning, the catcher, number 8, Hudson, Florida.
We go from Tristan to Tristan. Tristan Ledbetter to Tristan Jennings as Jennings' first pitch here in the top of the 6th inning comes in for a strike. 0-1. What an outing for Tristan Ledbetter. Another great start for the Douglas County native. No balls and a strike. The pitch from Jennings upstairs. 1-1. Ledbetter, 5 innings pitched with just 2 hits given up, 1 run with 4 walks and 3 strikeouts. Worked through traffic, got himself out of the jam a couple of times in the 4th and 5th inning to give the offense a chance, and the offense sure enough took it in the bottom of the 5th, tying the game in an RBI ground out by Cooper Mullins. Jennings misses down and away, 2 balls and a strike to Hudson, Flora, followed by Matthew Major and Jake Dodge. 3, 4, 5, the heart of the lineup due up for the Marion Berries. 2-1 is launched out towards left field. Giving chase is Thomas. He's in the deepest part of the ballpark. He leaps up and he makes the catch on the track. Used all 6'4" of him to make the catch for out number 1. "359 feet out towards left center field. And as mentioned, one of the deepest parts of the ballpark, and Evan Thomas was able to use the wheels to track it down. 1 out, nobody on for Matthew Major. Takes the first pitch from Jennings for a strike, going 1. Tristan Jennings appearing for the 6th time this season, has 1 start under his belt. 9 2/3 innings pitched with 14 earned runs for a 13.03 ERA, a couple inflated appearances. 0-1, a check swing, fouled away. 0-2. Does have 10 strikeouts, 11 walks. A two-way player for Springfield that's also seen some action in the outfield. Did have 5 strikeouts in each of his first 2 outings on the mound. So looking to replicate that here in the 6th. The 0-2. Down and inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jennings originally from Porter Ranch, California. The Southern California native. Kicks and fires. Just low. 2-2. Just redshirted this past season at Hawaii Pacific, transferring back to the greater Los Angeles area to LA Valley College. 2-2 pitch, hits him. So a hit by pitch puts Major at first base. You know, after the first couple of weeks of the season, Springfield found themselves top 5 in the WCL and fewest hit by pitches. Well, now it's kind of been the opposite story as of late. Now up to 4th in the WCL and hit by pitches this season, with now 49, make it 50 hit by pitches allowed by Drifters pitchers this season. Runner at first, 1 out for Jake Dodge. The first pitch to him. It's upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. Dodge 1 for 2, a single, a run scored, and a strikeout swinging. His first look at Tristan Jennings. Now goes back towards first base. Close play at first, but back there safely is Major. One ball and no strikes. Throw back towards first base once again. Major back there safely. Jennings 1-0 delivery. Hits Dodge, who tosses the bat. So another hit by pitch. Boy, I got to say, during that Portland series, there were so many hit by pitches allowed by the Drifters pitching staff. You could just tell the dugout of the Pickles was just fuming at the amount of hit by pitches. And, you know, there were no brawls, which was a good thing, but it got close. It was pretty heated out there. We'll see what happens in this series. Again, this is just game number 1 of 3, and the hit by pitches start to pile up. You never know. Pitch high, 1 ball and no strikes. Bryce at the plate, had the RBI double back in the second that gave Marion the lead. Score now even at 1, but a chance to give the Berries the lead once again here on the top of the 6th with 2 runners aboard and 1 out. Bryce takes the 1-0 pitch for a strike as Jennings finds the zone. 1-1. Jennings out of the stretch. Glares into Elliott, his catcher, and comes set. 1-1 pitch. Popped in the air out towards the right side of the infield. Over is Miller, who calls for it and makes the catch. 2 away.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 29, Taryn Carlson.
Brings up Taryn Carlson. Fly out to left field and a strikeout swinging so far for Carlson, the designated hitter. Jennings trying to get himself out of the jam. Once again, runners threatening for the Marion Berries. Pitch up and inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Jennings in high school was more known for his play in the outfield. First team All-League outfielder, as well as first team Los Angeles City section as an outfielder as well. No accolades as a pitcher, misses down and away, 2 balls and no strikes. But was considered an athletic two-way option in the outfield on the mound heading into Hawaii Pacific. Went to Hawaii Pacific to join his brother Tristan, who had transferred there after a couple of seasons at LA Valley College. 2-0 is popped up out towards left field. Coming in is Hunter Meyer. He eases up and makes the catch for the final out. Well, 2 hit by pitches, but no runs, no hits, and no errors as we head to the bottom of the 6th, still tied 1-1 here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Fans, don't forget to grab your Drifters gear before it's gone. Visit the Drifters merchandise store located by the north entrance and be a part of the Drifters crew for the 2026 season. With a great selection of styles and sizes, you're sure to find the perfect gear for the entire family to look drifty all summer long. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Drifters, the first baseman, number 22, Nolan Miller.
Nolan Miller, Johnny Elliott, and Evan Thomas due up for the Springfield Drifters. Getting a little bit later, an hour and a half into this ball game as we begin the bottom of the sixth inning. Damian Catano misses the zone, 1 ball and no strikes. It's 63 degrees, or in terms of our intern Dylan, who's from Southern California, it might as well be below freezing. He has 2 jackets on right now in 63-degree weather in the middle of summer. Miller bounces the ball towards the right side through the 3-4 hole. A spinning play at second by Barney, but he can't connect. Back to Catano as the throw goes wide, and it's going to be credited as a base hit for Nolan Miller. Second time we've seen that. A ground ball to the right side of the infield and be credited as a hit based on the tough location of the ball put in play. So it brings up Johnny Elliott with a runner at first. Nobody out in the bottom of the sixth. 1-1 the score. Springfield looking to take the lead for the first time today. The pitching has held up their end of the bargain. Now the offense trying to return the favor and help the pitching staff out. First pitch to Johnny Elliott. Whiffs at it, 0-1. And this kind of is what I talked about a little bit earlier, where it feels like for Springfield this season with a 6-18 record, a 3-12 record overall, and actually they're going to now say it's a fielder's choice play instead of a hit. So originally they credited it as a hit, now a fielder's choice play. Pitch outside, 1 ball and no strikes. But it feels like what I was talking about earlier, where it feels like the pitching staff, when they're connecting, the offense hasn't really clicked at the same time. And when the offense is clicking, the pitching staff has also struggled trying to put it together in these later innings as Elliott fouls it back. 1-2. Elliott has reached base safely twice, a single and a walk. Looking to get aboard for the 3rd time. Springfield coming in with the worst batting average in the WCL at .231 entering today. The Berries with the 4th worst ERA with 6.01 ERA as a pitching staff. Throw back towards first base and back there safely is Miller. And the Drifters have the 2nd worst ERA as a pitching staff, 6.24, but just 1 run coming in so far through the first 6 frames. As Elliott goes down looking, he knew it immediately, as Catano was able to connect with the low outside corner to retire Elliott and pick up his 2nd strikeout of the afternoon. As it brings up Evan Thomas with a runner at first and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Thomas grounded into a 4-6-3 double play his last time up. Throw back towards first base, and Miller's going to be picked off. The throw from first to short retires Miller as the tag is applied by Sawyer Nelson, 2 away. We've seen Nolan Miller take off a few more times this season, but he's thrown out there for out number 2. So now 2 outs and nobody on for Evan Thomas. He shows bunt, tries to bunt to the 3rd base side, and he bunts it foul, 0-1. Special thanks to our sponsor, Candace Hook Insurance, protecting what matters most with personalized coverage, trusted guidance, and hometown service from Candace Hook Insurance Services. The 0-1. Bouncing ball out towards the right side, picked by Dodge as he taps on the first base bag and ends the inning. A unique 1-2-3 inning as we now head to the 7th. 1-1 the score here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Fans, we're through 6 and we've got a tie game at 1 apiece. Please turn your attention to the first base side where Marty is joined by some special guests. My friend Marty.
I've got my friends Knox and Adrian down here, and they're going to be dressing like a drifter today. Presented by our friends at Hills. They're going to put on their pants, they're going to put on their jersey, and then they're going to put on a hat. Whoever can race all the way down the rapid first is going to be the winner. And I need everybody to cheer as loud as they can. It's the last one of the day, I promise. Can you do that for me? All right, that sounded great. Are you two ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Knox gets to the punch first. He's got a leg in. He might have it on backwards. Not totally sure. Knox is in there. Adrian's getting his other leg in. Knox is already on the jersey. He's got to get both arms through the holes. And he's got it. Adrian's catching up behind with the jersey. Knox has the head on. He's chasing rapid. And Knox is going to take it. Everybody give a huge round of applause for Knox. And Adrian takes the brand. And let's get Jarecki.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Drifters. Number 24, Blake Stavros. Leading off, the second baseman, number 18, Kyson Barney.
Another new pitcher in the game for the Springfield Drifters as Blake Stavros enters here in the 7th inning of a 1-1 game. Stavros' first pitch comes in for a strike to Kyson Barney, 0-1. Barney, Alkai Arijuayo, and Sawyer Nelson due up. Batters 8, 9, and 1. Stavros' 0-1 pitch is whiffed at. 0-2 as he gets ahead to Barney, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-up. So Stavros comes into the game for Tristan Jennings. 1 inning pitched with no hits, no runs, 2 hit by pitches, and no strikeouts. Stavros starts his day with a backwards K. 3 pitches and a strikeout to Barney. 1 away. Stavros not necessarily known for the strikeout stuff. In fact, coming into today, Stavros just 2 strikeouts on the season across 7 appearances, but he picks up his 3rd for out number 1. So here's Alkai Arijuayo with a walk and a pop-up so far. Stavros' first pitch just misses the zone. 1 ball and no strikes to Arijuayo. Stavros, 5'9", 170 pounds from Bushnell University. 7.11 ERA this season. 1-0 pitch from Stavros. Misses down and away. Now 2 balls and no strikes. He has started 1 game for Springfield this season. He's pitched 12 2/3 innings, allowing 15 hits, 10 earned runs. Now 3 strikeouts and 13 walks. Arijuayo skies it out to the first base side, and it goes out of play. Foul balls this season brought to you by Monica Smith, American Family Insurance. That one is foul and light coverage with American Family Insurance, Monica Smith Agency. Two balls and a strike. Sliced out towards right field. Coming in and making the catch is Karsten Hansen. 2 away.
Now batting your Dry Pro Beer Batter of the game, the shortstop, number 5, Sawyer Nelson.
So it brings up Sawyer Nelson. Top of the lineup, back up. Nelson walked his last time up. A fly out to right field before that. Pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Nelson. So he's looking for his first hit and an opportunity to get on base and try to extend his lead and steals this season. 1-0 pitch from Stavros is outside, 2-0. Stavros, another local kid, another returner for Springfield, back with the Drifters for his 4th season. He pitched for the Drifters back in 2023, 2024, 2025, and now here in 2026. Pitch outside, 3 balls and no strikes. Similar to Cooper Mullins, but a little less successful, as Mullins was named to the WCL All-Star team last year. Stavros, no accolades to his name, but a consistent presence in the Drifters dugout throughout his career. His 3-0 pitch in for a strike, 3-1. He's kind of earned the term Coach Blake. He's kind of like an additional coach, whether it be in the dugout or also in the bullpen, kind of leading the bullpen squad. 3-1 pitch is inside, and it is a walk to Sawyer Nelson. We'll see if he tests the arm of Johnny Elliott.
Fielder number 9, Evan Berg.
So Nelson at first base comes in with 18 steals on 21 attempts this season. Big lead at first base. Miller holding. First pitch, he remains put, and it's popped in the air by Evan Berg out towards shallow left field. Montaf Alferos makes the catch for the final out. Well, a 2-out walk is for Knott for the Berries. It's time to stretch in Springfield, heading to the bottom of the 7th. 1-1 the score here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
It's time for the 7th inning stretch. Fans, the 7th inning stretch also means it's time for last call. Concessions will be closing at the end of this inning. Kids, be sure to stay around after the game to get some autographs from the Drifters themselves and to run the bases. Leading off the bottom of the 7th inning for the Drifters, the 3rd baseman, number 12, Zach Story. Here we go.
Tie game as we end the bottom of the 7th inning. Zach Story, Melosi Montaf Alferos, and Jacob Villapando do up. First pitch swing in his Story. He skies it behind home plate. It's heading for the bleachers, and it lands foul. 0-1. Story with a single, his first time up, walked and scored back in the 5th. He's reached base safely twice today. No balls and 1 strike. A good crowd today for game number 1 of this series. Looking forward to Thursday. It's going to be our big fireworks night at the ballpark. Expecting a sellout crowd here at Hamlin. 0-1. Story lines it out towards right field, out of play. 0-2. A lot of great promotions coming up. We got Star Wars Night coming up tomorrow. So Star Wars Night tomorrow, then fireworks show on Thursday. Next week, we got, I believe, Runner's Night? No, not Runner's Night on Tuesday. The 0-2 pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Trying to think what next Tuesday is with Star Wars tomorrow. I know that next Wednesday is Christmas in July. Looking forward to that. 1-2, fouled away. Get to play all the music, Christmas music in July. It's always my favorite. You know, it brings me back to my youth, listening to All that Christmas music. We get it in July at the ballpark. 1-2 pitch. Popped out towards right field. Giving chase his dodge, and he makes the catch in foul territory for out number 1.
Now batting the shortstop, number 17, Melosi Mataafa.
So it brings up Melosi Mataafa Alferos. With 1 out, nobody on here in this 1-1 game in the bottom of the 7th. Next Tuesday, Lego Night, presented by Bricks and Minifigs, as Mataafa Alferos hits it out towards right field foul. 0-1. So we got Lego Night coming up next Tuesday with, again, Christmas in July. I think we're getting the Grinch out. The Grinch is going to be at the ballpark. Did receive word that I think Santa Claus will be here. 0-1, in for a strike. 0-2. We got our Rapid dog as well as a Santa. So Rapid, our mascot, doing his best Snoopy impersonation and celebrating Christmas. As there's a swing and a miss by Mataafa Alferos for strike number 3. 2 up, 2 down for the Drifters here in the bottom of the 7th. It brings up Jacob Villapando. Had a sacrifice bunt. His first time up came in as a pinch hitter in the 5th. In for a strike, going 1. I used to think that, like, the Grinch kind of reminded me of Kermit the Frog, but a little bit more naughty. A little bit low, 1 ball and 1 strike. You could certainly see, maybe they're related. Maybe it's like the bad cousin. Addison's pulling up some stats right now. Down and inside. There's a Kermit the Frog evil twin, he tells me. Where's this from? Is it from the Muppets?
Yeah, it's like a Muppets movie. It came out like
1-2 fouled away. Gosh, oh yes, I've seen this meme before. It's like the Kermit the Frog with like the overhead art. I don't know, the hood. I'm not describing this right. Muppets Most Wanted. Yes, I've seen this movie. It's been a long time. 1-2, Villapando fouls it back. Maybe I am getting old. We were talking about it earlier. I mean, I'm only 23 years old, but it's like, gosh, how long ago was that movie released? How long has LeBron played for the Lakers? It's been 8 years, my goodness. Insanity. He's a free agent. 1-2, Villapando lifts it out towards left center field. And out to make the catch is Evan Berg for the final out. Well, the Drifters go 3 up, 3 down at the bottom of the 7th. We go to the 8th. 1-1 the score here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Fans, stay up to date with the Springfield Drifters all season long by following your team on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Drifters B-Ball. Can't make it out to the park, but don't want to miss the Drifters in action? You can also follow us on YouTube. All you've got to do is go to YouTube, search for Drifters Baseball, subscribe to the Drifters Baseball channel, and live stream every single Drifters home game that we play. the top of the 8th inning for the Berries. The catcher, number 8, Hudson Flora.
Blake Stavros still on the bump as we begin the top of the 8th inning. His first pitch here in the top of the 8th comes in for a strike. 0-1. Hudson Flora, Matthew Major, and Jake Dodge due up. Batters 3, 4, and 5. Stavros' 0-1 pitch bounces in. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Stavros, a pretty successful 7th inning. Just 1 base runner allowed. It was a walk with 2 outs, but was able to bounce back with a fly out to left field, complete the inning, and just face 4 batters. Enters the zone once again. Gets ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stavros glares in, and now comes set. The Willamette High School graduate delivers up and inside, 2-2. It's always fun between these two teams because if you're living in the Eugene area, you say Willamette, everybody thinks of the high school. But if you're up in Salem and you say Willamette, everybody thinks of the university. 2-2 is popped in the air out towards left field. Coming in is Meyer. Squeezes the mitt for out number 1. 5 batters, 4 outs for Stavros. A successful start to his afternoon. And it brings up Matthew Major. So Major, once again in the transfer portal, originally from Troy, Ohio. After a redshirt season at Tulane, now playing with the Berries, takes the pitch outside, 1-0. And he's trying to springboard his next destination with the summer here in the WCL. Good start to his summer. And again, looking for that next destination. Chops the ball to the left side, fielded at short by Mataf Alferos, the throw to first, in time to away. Good contact, 102 off the bat, just right to the shortstop, Mataf Alferos. And now Jake Dodge will come to the dish. 2 outs here on the top of the 8th inning. 1-1 the score. Berries took the lead back in the second. Springfield evened it up in the bottom of the 5th inning. An RBI ground out by Cooper Mullins as Dodge takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. And Dodge, the one runner to come in and score for the Berries after he singled in the second with 1 out. The next batter, Gavin Price, on the very next pitch, sliced the ball to right center and brought in Dodge. Now Dodge swings and misses, 0-2. Pretty crazy that Jake Dodge is still playing in the WCL after playing with the Drifters in their inaugural season back in 2022. 5 seasons later, still in the WCL, and now goes down swinging. A 3-pitch strikeout for Blake Stavros, his second of the afternoon. And he sits him down 1-2-3 in the top of the 8th. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 the score. Drifters looking to score and take the lead on the other half of this break here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Now you can train like a drifter. Come work out with our players at West Coast Strength here in Springfield. West Coast Strength is our workout partner, and now they can be yours as well. Visit them at their Eugene and Springfield locations, and who knows, one day, with a little bit of work, even you could be on the field with the Drifters.
Even me? Yeah, you, Monty! Look at you! Look out!
Fans, your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marion Berries, number 16, Lucas Fenner. off for the Drifters, the right fielder, number 26, Karsten Hansen.
1-1 the score as we begin the bottom of the 8th inning. A new pitcher in the game for the Marion Berries as Lucas Planner's first pitch is inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Karsten Hansen, Cooper Mullins, and Hunter Meyer due up for the Drifters. Hansen, the 9-hole hitter, has reached base safely twice, a single and a walk. 1-0 pitch from Planner, in for a strike, 1-1. Damian Catano, 3 innings pitch, no hits with 1 run. It was earned with 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. 1-1 pitch inside. Now 2 balls and a strike to Hansen. So Hansen heading off to West Virginia to go play at Marshall University next season. 2-1 to him. Swings and misses. Now 2-2. Lucas Planner, one of the top pitchers for the Marion Berries this season. This now his 12th appearance. He's truly like the Michael Klein of this Marion Berries squad. 2-2, fouled back. Staying alive is Hansen. 3-0 record in 11 appearances, 1 save, 18 total innings with just 6 earned runs, 21 strikeouts across those 18 innings. So a good back end bullpen guy. 2-2 pitch is high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Planner from George Fox University, teammates there with Drew Miller of the Springfield Drifters. Payoff pitch, fouled off. Hansen stays alive. Planner started 11 games at George Fox. Now a bullpen guy with the Berries. Payoff pitch. Lays down towards left field. Pretty deep. Major giving chase, and it's over his head and off the wall. Hansen digging for second. The relay comes in, but Hansen standing up at second as he rows the boat with the oar. Ends up at second, and the Drifters have the go-ahead run in scoring position for Cooper Mullins.
Coming to the plate, the second baseman, number 4, Cooper
Mullins had the RBI back in the 5th inning to tie the game at 1. Can he have the RBI once again to give the Drifters the lead? Mullins looking for his first hit. The first pitch to him high, 1-0. Mullins, his 4th season with the Springfield Drifters. Started out as a shy kid, now one of the most loquacious guys in the dugout. True leader. 1-0. In for a strike. 1-1. He's really grown as a player. Not only just with his performance on the field, but also his presence in the dugout. Looking for a clutch hit here. 1-1 inside, 2 balls and a strike. Had the clutch hit against Oregon earlier this spring for the University of Michigan. A walk-off 2 RBI single for the Wolverines in Game 3 of the series against the Oregon Ducks to give Michigan the series win as he fouls back the 2-1 pitch, and it's now 2-2. His dad, Rob Mullins, the athletic director at the University of Oregon. It was a special moment for him to get that hit against the school his father works for. 2-2, line drive, right field, it's down! Hansen's waved. He's going to come around and score. Mullins takes off towards second. The throw is high. The tag gets away. Mullins delivers. Springfield leads 2-1. Mullins came in second on the team in ribbies, and he picks up his 13th to bring in Karsten Hansen, and Springfield leads for the first time today. So it now brings up Hunter Meyer. The runner at second and a one-run game in favor of the Drifters. He shows bunt, pulls it back, and pitches in for a strike, 0-1. Meyer hitless today. 2 strikeouts and a pop-up. Springfield would love extra insurance here in the bottom of the 8th before the 9th inning comes around. Meyer fouls back the 0-1, and it's now 0-2. The Berries will have batters 6, 7, and 8. Gavin Price, Taryn Carlson, and Kyson Barney due up in the 9th inning. The 0-2. Down and inside, 1-2. In this situation, you got to think that Michael Klein is going to start to get hot. Leads the team with 4 saves this season. Drifters only have 6 wins total. Klein shut the door on 4 of them. Meyer grounds it to the left side. Diving play at third by Aruja Waiau. The throw to first base just beats him. That was close. Looked like Meyer beat it out. We'll see if Jacob Fisher, the home plate umpire, agrees. Coach Lyle is beside himself right now, standing outside of the dugout, looking right at Clayton Kellogg.
First baseman, number 22, Nolan Miller.
And he's not going to fight about it. So now 2 outs after the 5-3 ground out, rather 1 out after the 5-3 ground out. With a runner at second, and it's fouled back by Nolan Miller, 0-1. Inning started with a double by Karsten Hansen. Cooper Mullins, an RBI single to bring him in. His second RBI of the game to give the Drifters the lead. The 0-1. It's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Miller looking for his second hit. The Portland product rattles the bat. Looks at the 1-1 high. 2-1. So another earned run to Lucas Plenard's name. Another Beaverton, Oregon native. Him and Jake Dodge for the Berries. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Plenard pitched with the Marion Berries last season, a 2-2 record, a 4.23 ERA across 12 appearances. So already matching his 2025 total here in 2026. Chance for his first strikeout, the 2-2. He gets it as Miller is given the sombrero, his 3rd strikeout of the game for out number 2.
Now batting the catcher,
Brings up Johnny Elliott.
Johnny.
A single, a walk, and a strikeout looking so far. A chance for his second hit and to give the Drifters extra insurance. They'll certainly need it. As he checks his swing on the first pitch, and it's in for a strike, 0-1. Elliott, a lengthy catcher, 6'4", 217 pounds. And you can certainly see the size. The 0-1 down and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Drifters trailed by 1 run through the first 4 frames, tied the game in the 5th, and now taking the lead here in the 8th. 1-1. Elliott bounces it to the left side, backhanded by Aruja Waiau. The throw to first base bounces a couple of times, but it's picked by Dodge for the final out. But not before Springfield can take the lead, thanks to the RBI single by Cooper Mullins, bringing in Karsten Hansen. And now the Drifters look to close it out for their 7th win of the season as we head to the 9th, leading 2-1 here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
Open to ages 8.
When you donate to St. Vincent de Paul of Lane County, you're creating jobs.
Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely.
Generating money for meals, housing, and job training.
Have a great day.
and saving items from the landfill by recycling. Have fun, save some money, and do something nice for your neighbor. St. Vincent de Paul of Lane County.
Fans, your attention, please. Now pitching for the Drifters, number 10, Michael Klein.
It's Klein time, baby. 2-1 the score. The Drifters with the lead, and they call on Michael Klein to come in the game and shut the door on the Marion Berries. Michael Klein this season might be the most dominant pitcher in the WCL. He's been borderline unhittable since the month of June began. He has a .47 ERA across 13 appearances with 28 strikeouts. Just 6 walks in 19 innings. His first pitch to Gavin Price is in for a strike, 0-1. Klein, a left-hander in the transfer portal from Rogers State, originally from Fresno, California. 2 seasons at Fresno City College before going to Rogers State this past spring. He misses down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. His second season with the Springfield Drifters, he has not allowed an earned run since May 29th, the very first game of the season. His 1-1 pitch. Price went around. 1-2. He's tied for 4th in the WCL with 4 saves this season, looking for his 5th. Leads the team in strikeouts and ERAs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch from the southpaw. Bends down and inside. 1-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Price, who had the RBI double back in the second inning for the Berries. That put them up 1-0. Find ourselves here in the 9th with a 1-run Springfield lead. Klein's 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Today, black cleats for Klein. Feels like every outing he puts on a new pair of cleats. We've seen black cleats, blue cleats, red cleats, even Oregon Duck green cleats. But today, black Nikes. 2-2 pitch. Got him looking. Punches him out. 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Brings up Taryn Carlson, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout back in the 4th inning. 2 flyouts to left, sandwiched around it. Strikeout number 29 of the season for Klein, who's also 5th in the WCL in strikeouts this season as a back-end bullpen guy. His pitch inside, 1-0 to Carlson. Drifters tied the game in the 5th inning and then took the lead in the bottom of the 8th, looking for just their 7th win of the season, coming in with a 6-18 record. 1-0 pitch is inside, 2-0. And even last year, the Berries came into town with a better record than the Drifters, but left with 2 losses. Springfield winning the series here in Springfield and also winning the series in Marion, going 4-2 against the Berries in their inaugural season last year. 2-0 pitch from Klein. Gets a swing and a miss from Carlson, 2-1. The Berries, the newest team in the WCL. Talked about Jake Dodge playing with the Drifters during their inaugural season back in 2022. Played with the Berries last year during their inaugural season as well. 2-1, fouled away, 2-2. Not sure how many WCL players, past and present, can say that. They've played for 2 inaugural teams during their inaugural seasons. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes as Klein looks for his second punch out. Lefty takes a breath, now rocks and fires. Just off the edge of the plate, a good frame job by Elliott. But it's called the ball by the home plate umpire, Jacob Fisher. So a full count now to Carlson. Klein ready for the payoff pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Klein. Drifters 1 out away from their 7th win of the season. And Klein an out away from his 5th save. Should put him in the top 2 in the WCL. Klein's first pitch. Swung on and missed by Barney. 0-1. Barney with 2 strikeouts and a pop-up. Klein looking to give him the sombrero to end the day. And looking for a quick 1-2-3 strikeout inning. His 0-1 pitch just misses. Maybe a little bit low on the pitch inside. 1-1. The pitch from Klein. Inside, 2-1. This just shows in the WCL, doesn't matter what school you come from, whether it be a community college, a Division II college like Rogers State, you can still compete in this league against top-end talent. 2-1 pitch from Klein. Popped up towards the first base side, out of play. Berries down to their final strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with nobody on in a 2-1 game. The pitch from Klein. Up and away. Another full count. Doesn't get better than this. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs and the tying run at the dish. Yeah, pitch from Klein. Swing and a miss. He punches him out. 3 strikeouts in the 9th inning for Michael Klein as he picks up his 5th save of the season, and Springfield wins the series opener 2-1. What a win for the Springfield Drifters after a tough road trip out to Walla Walla and Ridgefield, which saw the team drop 5 games in 6 days. The Drifters hang on for a 1-run win, 2-1. Karsten Hansen, today's player of the game, going 2 for 2. Reaching base safely 3 times with a walk, scored a run, and had the go-ahead double in the 8th inning to put himself in scoring position before Cooper Mullins brought him home to score. 2-1 the final here in Springfield. Addison Serrazzo, our intern, is going to take you the rest of the way with the postgame show coming up in just a few moments here on the Drifters Streaming Network.
So, great game from the Drifters. Made it, put them 1-0 up in the series against the Marion Berries. After a difficult road trip in which they went 1-5, it was a great rebound game for Springfield. Bunch of great performances from the Drifters to go over here. First, Cooper Mullins, after a pitcher's duel for really the entire game, was able to put the Drifters up, and they kept it that way. He lined an RBI single over the second baseman's head, and that really sealed the deal for the Drifters. It was Karsten Hansen who had a leadoff double for them, and Cooper Mullins followed that up with the single and made it to second on the throw home. But the Drifters couldn't get any more insurance runs on the board. And talk about the pitching side, Tristan Ledbetter with another fantastic outing. Went 5 innings, allowing just 2 hits and just 1 run while striking out 3. And Tristan Jennings with another great outing for him as well. He pitched a scoreless inning. And Blake Stavros, one of the longest tenured Drifters in their history, owner of the record for most appearances by a pitcher, pitched 2 scoreless innings with 2 strikeouts and a walk. And then Michael Klein, he's probably my personal favorite pitcher of this staff. He came in, picked up his 5th save in just the Drifters' 7th win of the season. He struck out the side. It was a fantastic game for them. We looking forward for the Drifters. They play again here at Hamlin Sports Complex. 6:35 the start time once more. And they'll be playing the Marion